Is she no longer on?
Brianna.
No. Okay, yeah.
I think this week we're all getting our bearings straight. That's all.
Okay, just kidding, y'all.
This
Okay,
week has been
we're
crazy.
good to go. Good to go, y'all. Teresa is Angie. Is Angie, y'all. Oh, wow. Okay. Back on schedule. We got the introductions done. All right, everybody, please stay on mute during this call. If you have anything that you want to add or want to say, obviously today is wins. Go ahead and raise your hands when we get to the wins section. And then also, if anything throughout this call, I'm going to touch on a few things that people have had questions about. And obviously, this has been an eventful week within the community. So if I'm going to touch on some of those things, but also if you have any questions regarding that, please raise your hand and ask those. But I am going to hit some points. So also I have one-on-one services for people that want to go more in depth about anything, and I'm able to give you more guidance when I'm able to focus all my energy on you and guide you in the right direction. So if that's something that you're ready for, that's something that I do offer. And in the guidebook, if it shows exactly how to do that within the community. And to find the updated guidebook, you go into the Mighty Networks and you can, so it depends if you're in the app. There's a middle search button. You can type in guidebook on there to be able to find the updated guidebook. But also if you're on the web, if you're on your computer, there's the search bar is at the top and you can type in guidebook right there and it shows you how. But it's the one-on-one services, everything we need is going to be on the left-hand column. What we're working on doing is migrating everything over to the Mighty Networks platform and maximizing that platform. So that's what I've been doing. I deleted the Telegram app. It is still on my computer. So whenever I need to add somebody on a group or something like that, I'll go in there and do it real quick. But other than that, I've been working on getting the details into the guidebook as well as putting sections in the Mighty Networks, like 75 hard is in there. If you don't know what 75 hard is, that's something that you can look into. Monthly tasks is there as well. Monthly task has its own chat. So you'll see it under free programs. We may or may not even add more things in there, never know, but it's not going to be something that's accountability based. The accountability based one in there is the 30-day tasks. And then as far as we have the paid programs, what's happening with that is for Inner Circle is for people with clearly defined goals and visions. It's not for the people that haven't figured that out yet. I believe everybody in here is going to figure it out, but it's for the people that already have it figured out. And so we only bring in one person every single month in there to keep it as quality as possible. And so we're not always doing introductions, and it's more focused. And it's more intimate, all of those different things. No, we're not in there kissing. Y'all know what type of intimate I'm talking. So, and then with the phase work, right? For the phase work to open up, the phases open up the last week of every single month. Every single month, the phases open up the last week. Everybody that got in for $20, you're locked in, you're grandfathered in. Y'all should know me by now. Prices don't stay the same around here. I let everybody get in at a good price. And then if you don't get in where you fit in, it goes up. So next month, what happens is it's $30 next month if you want to join for that. If you want to join for the whole phase program, which is 6 months. And some people don't know the value or see the value in the phase. Not that they don't see the value, but they don't know what to expect when it comes to that. But I will tell you, if you join this, it will change your life and open yourself up in ways to where opportunities come that you're gonna get tenfold $30 damn. Like it's freaking, the alignment that happens from that program it's honestly worth way more than that. Yeah, y'all. But okay, so let me see, what else do I have on here? Way more. And so when it comes down to the Inner Circle, if you have a vision, if you have clearly defined goals, shoot me a message on the Mighty Networks, letting me know what those goals and those visions are specifically. And I'll keep you in the back of my mind. I'll make a list and put all of the people that have reached out to me on there, and I'll say something to the inner circle, and we'll be picking one person, like I said, every single month. But you do have to be willing to make a $300 yearly investment. $300 yearly investment. It's not a month, it's not gonna be a monthly thing, it's gonna be $300 upfront. If you don't have that, right. No, it's going up. Every person, it's gonna go up. Believe that. Every time the phases, every month, the phases are gonna go up. So I would get in now with this stuff that y'all are trying to do, right? I'm just trying to be, it's me, okay? But as y'all know, I increase everything that I end up adding. Now, the monthly task will always be a free option. It will always be a free option, free commitment for people in the community to be able to commit to. That's another thing, y'all. If you're in here for a certain amount of time and I don't see a level of commitment from you towards yourself, this isn't even about me. This is about yourself. If I don't see a level of commitment towards yourself in anything, whether the monthly task, 75 Hard, Nike Run Club app, something where you're committed to yourself, we're gonna have to have another conversation, because I don't want anybody using their energy in destructive ways to taint the energy of this community, because there are so many people doing the work. That's not what this is about. So make sure you're staying commitment. I'm not saying like if you start something and you fall off, obviously I'm watching when Angie says, hey, so and 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 so fell off. I'm paying attention because I'm looking for commitment. So I'm paying attention to y'all, man, and how committed you are to yourselves, because that's extremely important. I didn't get where I got today by not being committed to myself. And obviously there's something in me that you all appreciate. And I'll tell you, it's that level of commitment that I have towards myself and my growth. So I expect that from the people in this in this community as well. Did I say that we let one person in each month in the inner circle? Yes. All right, this one is gonna shake some of y'all up in the phases. In the phases, if you miss a day, you're gonna go back to day one. You're gonna go back to day one, y'all. I know it's crappy, but you're gonna go back day one. Day one. I know that probably got some buttholes tight around here, but day one. 75 Hard in it. So yeah. Does anybody have any questions, any comments, concerns? I know this has been I'll fix your face, Natalie. I knew she was about to press something by the way her face was looking, Lord. What's up, Natalie?
No, I had a question because because of what you just said. It didn't make my butt tight, but it just had me confused because I no excuses, but I just fell off of the promise, the 30, and that was only because, even though it's not an excuse, but it was my daughter's birthday the other day, and because like I was going to school. No, I went to work, I went to school, I did a bunch of stuff, then I took her out to dinner, and by the time went, I was like, oh, I didn't do my 30 minutes. It was her day. I was so focused on my kid that I didn't think about myself that day. I forgot to do my 30-minute walk. So that's what I was thinking about. I was like, I'm gonna still do it, but I'm not in the chat, so I can't submit nothing, but do I just still do it for myself, or do I just wait till next month?
So everybody, the Telegram app is doing some weird thing where it boots people out of chats unexpectedly. Some weird thing is going on with that. So we're gonna make sure you're in the phase member only chat.
Yeah, because it went away, and I was like, oh, I still want to submit my walk though, even though I'm not in the thing. I still want to submit that I'm doing it.
Yeah,
even though I missed the day.
Everybody in the phases, when you fall off, you want to continue to do the work.
Okay.
I'm telling you, because if you don't, it's like, yo, you fall in
okay.
face.
I don't want to be in. I just
yeah. Okay, so yeah, we'll get you in there. Let me make sure. Natalie phase only. Okay. Sheena, I sent you let me make sure both Sheenas aren't here. Sheena, I sent you a message on Mighty Networks. Hit me back today, okay?
With Sheena.
You,
Oh, okay.
yeah, hit me back. All right, is there anybody else? So this is my Align tribe right here. Right here, this is my Align people. Marsha, what's the deal? Talk to us, girl, and then we're gonna do some wins. Talk to us. What's happening? What's going on? We need an update.
Hey, everybody. Great morning. How are you?
Good. How you
So you
doing?
need an update on what's going on in life?
Yeah.
Um, Update, I'm still in California. My mom ended up having to have radiation therapy
What
and
therapy?
radiation.
Okay.
Radiation. She had a mass on her spine and she opted not to do surgery. So, in order to shrink the mass, they had no other option but to do a cancer type treatment. And she's okay right now. I am the full time caregiver. And yeah, so, but I will be leaving next month, going back to Atlanta. And that's where I'm at right now. Reading Jay Shetty right now, Think Like a Monk. And I finished my phase 2. And I'm doing okay. That's
Where
where I'm at.
where are you at with exercising?
That has been a bit of a difficult task. Um, I was trying to 25 hard, but because of how um the caregiving is set up, so I'm just being honest, sometimes I'm exhausted because I have to get up in the middle of the night. I have to make sure medication is given. I have to help shower. It's a lot. It's extremely a fucking lot.
And that's exactly why it's even more important for you to prioritize yourself.
And so I'm trying to do that. And what tends to happen is when I do want to go work out, I'm so exhausted that I come sit down and I'm passing out. I'm not even asleep. I'm like passing out.
What time are you waking up in the mornings?
Um, Between about 5:30 right now, like between 5 and 5:30 right now. Let's see, what time is it? I have to get her up. She has like meds right now and get her up and the nurse is coming and it's just, it's just a all day kind of
With
situation.
So with this, you may have to do some things that you don't want to do. Or maybe you do want to do them, but you might have to wake up earlier to be able to schedule time to be able to prioritize yourself and get you a walk in, get outside, get you a walk in, do some self-image work, have you a little morning routine before your day gets started. And you may just fall out and go to sleep earlier in the day, but it's wow. And as you were speaking, all I was thinking of is look, y'all, I'm not religious, but I know some of the stuff that's in the Bible, but it talks something about the Lord, the thing that I feared has come upon me. It kind of reminds me of that because we had that conversation of you not wanting to be the caregiver, but then since it was so crowded in your consciousness, that's exactly what ended up happening because you were so focused on it.
Mhm.
So crazy, man.
So at this point right now, I told my sister that they got to the end of the month and we have to figure something out. You know, like I said, I love my mom, but to basically put me into this Well, it is a lot. When I say it's a lot, it is a lot
The end of the month,
for me to be here.
it's a long time.
Don't remind me.
That's a long time to go without prioritizing yourself. You got to make sure you prioritizing yourself.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And so, yeah, but I just, beside outside of doing like my self-image and my promise and all of those other things, I do feel somewhat off because I'm so used to getting up 5 a.m., working out, starting my day. And now I'm not starting my day like that. So,
Samantha?
I had three things I wanted to. One is you shared a couple months ago about how like you got your planner out and you prioritized your entire day like down to like whatever your schedule was, and I was wondering if you were still doing that.
Me.
No, Marshallette.
I don't even have my planner. Left Atlanta in such a rush. It was a call on Monday. I was on Tuesday. So I feel naked without
Yeah,
my
exactly.
planner.
Like you're
I
just
feel
kind of like,
extremely, yes, feel
yeah,
naked without my planner. So I was like, maybe I need to go to the dollar store or something. But I do feel naked without my planner because I don't like to write. I don't use my phone
right.
to do that.
You had such success with it. I was just wondering if you were able to like even computer paper, like just grab computer paper and like get back to that good habit. And then the second thing I wanted to know is you said you have until the end of the month, but you're going to need to check in. I promise you, personal experience, if you do not keep it on top of everyone's mind that this needs to be resolved, it will continue to go longer and longer and longer. So, like, act like the end of the month is today, every day. Because if
Okay.
you don't, people will wait until the end of the month and be like, well, can't you just stay a little bit longer? You'll feel obligated. Like, just please
Mhm.
act like the end of the month is today, every day.
Mhm. Okay. Thank you.
And then the third thing, and I'm sorry, we're
Oh
going so
no.
rapid fire. But third thing is if your mom eats any sugar at all, cut it. Cut it out 100% out of her diet right now.
Oh, we have had that has been a
It
hell
is
of a
not
challenge
an
with
option at this point.
the
Sugar
diet.
feeds disease.
Get the sugar out the
Exactly.
house. Get the sugar out the house and go throw it away. You can't play no
Everything.
games. Lisa, I mean not Lisa. Lord have mercy. Marsha, you got to be the leader here. Throw that shit away. Nobody in the house needs to be eating the damn sugar. Don't make me have to call you and talk to my dudes.
I might have to let you because boy, we've been when I say button heads, oof, oof,
Y'all
oof,
really gonna be
oof.
butting heads when that sugar up out the cabinets.
I mean, I've already went through and did the refrigerator. I went shopping, and it becomes this thing because you're so set in your ways and you're so used to eating all of that stuff. It's almost like sometimes you get angry because I won't give in, And
Okay,
so,
so how is she still eating the sugar?
no, 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 no. That's
She
what I'm
not.
saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I didn't came in and revamped everything, but because she's 80 and she's been doing she, you know, it's like, it I the arguments and I don't want to argue with nobody, but I told her I'm not
Girl,
gonna argue with
I
her,
set a
you
timer
know.
and be like, look, I'm gonna be outside, and when this timer go off and it's time for your meds, I'll come back in this house, give you your meds, but I'll be outside. I'd be outside absorbing the energy of nature. I wouldn't be sitting up in that house cooped up with that energy trapped in. Open up the windows in there. Get rid of all the stuff that she does not need. Like some incense, burn some. Girl, listen. I would not be trapped up in there with that energy. Absolutely not. No, ma'am. No,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So last night, I was preparing for the lunar eclipse and all of that other stuff. And y'all know I love my spiritual baths and all of that. And that's exactly what I did last night. I had my rose petals, I had my, my incense, my salts, and all of those different things. And it was just time for me and my affirmations, visualizing. And I just was like, for the next 4 hours, I am not here. Act like I'm not in the house.
There you go. Shivali?
Yeah, thank you so much, Bree. Yeah, I love this conversation. Samantha and Bree, both of you giving whatever suggestion for Marsha that possible. Marsha, I have a suggestion also in addition to what Bree has said. If you do not feel motivated to work out, how about just every 1 hour do 5 minutes on a timer and just do it 3 times or 5 times a day, and that will alone be 20 minutes, 30 minutes, only 5 minutes. At a time, you're committing only 5 minutes on a timer, but do it every 1 hour. I mean, I had to do it from that way because I'm not like Bree who loves exercising. I'm a sitting at on computer 10 hours a day kind. I used to be that kind of person. So I
But hold
started
on.
5 minutes.
The reason, hold on, because we're gonna stop this right here. The reason why you're not in love with fitness, maybe the way that I am, is because you tell yourself that story.
That's it, yes. But when I start, I love it now. Definitely, I love it. I can't wait to hit my club. But when I started 5 minutes every 1 hour, and I would have also alarm. I was setting up alarm, like it would ring every 1 hour, asking me to get up for 5 minutes, and then that's how you definitely can find 5 minutes every 1 hour, every other hour. Just a suggestion.
Shivali, that's great. That's great. That was a great idea. To go outside every hour for 5 minutes, you could do that. You could do
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Yeah. Don't come on here and then not do it.
No, it's gonna get done.
Yeah.
I'm hearing everyone loud and clear.
And just like Samantha said, get you some paper from somewhere. I don't care if you got to write it on the back of a receipt and write your schedule down for the next day every night. Because a great morning always starts the night before. Samantha.
One more thing, Marshall. If you have things that your mom is like really like holding on to, like food wise, reach out to me. We'll set up a time and I can go over some healthy swaps for you guys. So that
Please.
you can, yeah. So just like but like when you like take our top 15, 20 things that she likes to eat, set up a time with me, and I would love to go over the different things you could swap out for those things to be able
Okay.
to appease the craving until she's able to have better, healthier habits.
Okay. Thank you.
I'd love to help.
Y'all are amazing. Lord, have mercy. What a beautiful community, man. Wow. Teamwork makes the dream work. You about to have some healthy salt and vinegar cucumbers? Yes, Lord.
Amen.
Yes. Lisa, what you over
It's
there eating, man? Banana?
Yeah, banana and avocado toast. I was shoving it in my mouth, so I didn't want to be on video.
Oh,
So hungry.
gotcha.
Yeah.
See. And you're meeting with Emily today, right?
Yeah, she's in Dallas, so we're gonna get lunch.
I love it. Kayla looking good this morning, Kayla. I'm surprised Little Legs hasn't taken your attention away from us yet.
I know they are giving mom some grace this morning, so I'll take it.
I love it. How are you doing? I didn't get a chance to get back to your last text yesterday, but I am paying attention to everything you're saying, and the divine alignment is crazy.
It is. Oh my goodness. But hey, Marshallette, I was going to raise my hand. I know everybody's kind of said this. Energy and getting it moving is so important, and I can relate to you so much on your journey right now. Last July, I got that same phone call, had to jump on a plane, was overwhelmed for 2 months. Eventually, I ended up losing my mom. Bree was along with me for the entire ride, and I would not have had the strength to get through what I was going through if I had not connected to her and been on that journey for some time. But that energy is stuck inside you. It's got to move. So those 5 minutes are they're so important to you. It's for you. And that's what you got to tell yourself every day, is that I know I'm so exhausted and this is hard, and it is, but that 5 minutes is you. It's for you.
You want to know what's crazy, Kayla? That was actually around this time last year too.
It was. Yeah.
Somewhere around this time. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy. The alignment. Wow. We're
Yeah.
all here for a reason.
Matter of fact, let's have you kick off the wins for this week. I want you to let everybody know what's going on with your win yesterday. What we do on Fridays is we share all of the good things, and everybody go ahead, raise your hands, tell me all the positive things that have been going on for you this week, the alignment, the wins, big, small, in the middle, they're all extremely important. So go ahead, start raising your hands so that I can hear these wins because they get me hyped up. What's up, Kayla? Talk to me.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I had applied for the Small Business Administration Emerging Leaders Reimagine program. So 50 CEOs, owners from across the US are selected for this program. It's free of cost, but you get to work with these 50 business owners for an 8-week period to develop your leadership skills, develop your business plan if you don't have one, set your 3, 5, 10-year goals, maybe revamp them. And at the end of it, you get to give this great presentation on, what you learned and everything. So honestly, when I threw my hat in, I was like, I'm not qualified and I'm not going to get this. But yesterday I got an email selecting me for an interview and moving into the next phase. So that was really exciting to hear. And, coincidentally, when I had just applied, Bree and I had been going back and forth for a while, and she was like, girl, can you make the times work? And, I'm always, like I said yesterday, it's like, I got to be bent over backwards before I'm like, all right, I'm raising my hand. I need help. And I think, that's exactly what I said the day I texted you. I was like, oh man, just send me the link. I'm in, fine. But I was debating on which one I wanted to do, if I wanted to do this visionary community or if I wanted to, really focus my time and effort if I were to get selected for this, this program. And I just didn't think I could do both. And, that day came where I was like, nah, Bree, I'm in. And then what was it, 2 days later, I get this email, or 3, moving me into the next phase. So to me, some people might shy away from that and be like, all right, well, now I really got to pick one or the other. But to me, that was just divine alignment saying, you were supposed to do both to begin with, and you weren't challenging yourself enough. So, and God delivered, and he's like, well, here you go. So go get it. And so that was really exciting. That's my win.
That is exciting. Wow. 50 people.
Yeah.
And you were selected.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to the next phase. I'm not like in the
okay,
50
but you
yet.
were selected to go to the next phase.
Yeah. Wow. So now I have like the interview to get selected for the 50.
What I need you to understand, Kayla, is we are extremely powerful. And if you want to be in there, you will be in there. But you got to get rid of that I don't know attitude. That I didn't know if I was going to be selected. That has to go. The ones that are there are the ones that crowded their consciousness with being there. You're there. Act like you're there. Because if you have anything else in your mind that isn't in alignment of that, you may go in there a little bit timid, or or maybe like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna get this or not. No, you go in there with the energy knowing that this opportunity is for you, knowing you're in there.
Yeah.
See yourself there.
Yeah.
You're in
I got
there.
it. I got it.
Yeah. Awesome. Samantha, talk to me.
Kayla, you've said this both times you've been on the call. I have to be bent over backwards in order to be able to do these things. Stop saying that, girl. Stop saying it. Find a different way to say something more positive about that, because it'll be true as long as you continue to say that. My win, also, Bree, you have to share one of your wins, by the way. Don't think you're getting out of it this time. My win this week is a lot of things. I've walked over 67 miles in the last 10 days. I have dropped another 11 pounds in the last 2 weeks. And I have been getting up before my alarm in the morning for the last 8 days or so, which is at 5:45. I've been waking up at like 5:18, 5:28, like 15 to 20 minutes before my alarm, and it's rewarding and I feel really happy about it. Um, I have been able to have different conversations with people in my life where I've basically just let them know exactly what I want, what I expect, and have better boundaries. And they have all received it really, really well. And at work, I've been working through how to effectively decide when I want to leave my job. And I have decided when I'm going to do that. And I know it's because I no longer fit within their culture. So it's not because they're like all of the things that I get upset about. And I was upset for a moment and I had a one-on-one with Brianna and she had to remind me, that that's not who I am. So for me, I had to remember that the reason why that I feel bitter about the things is because I know what I need to do and I chose not to do it. So that's why I was like feeling a little down about certain things. But then I recognize that and I'm correcting that. I made a plan and I'm going to execute it now. So just wanted to share.
On freaking fire. Number one, when you were talking to Marsha, I meant to say to you, is your neck getting smaller? But then I forgot to say it. I forgot to say it. But yes, 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 on all of that.
Yeah, I'm almost 90 pounds down.
Holy smoke. I'm not gonna lie to you, Samantha, when we first met, number one, you've had so much growth.
Yeah.
But I wish I had a replay from then last year to be able to see what you look like then versus now, because even your face is brighter.
So different. I actually just saw that because it came up on my feed from like a year and a half ago. It was like memories or similar photos, and like my face was like it was just. I'm gonna post it at some point. But yes, I feel different. I look different. I look in the mirror, and there is someone beautiful looking back at me, and that's the part that I enjoy the most.
You looked miserable at first.
I was suffocating myself. I was burying myself under so many layers of protection by way of food.
Wow, wow, wow.
So I have completely changed my relationship with food. That's why I want to talk about intention,
Yeah. Yeah. Samantha, wow, wow, wow. Wait, who put their hand down? Did somebody put their hand down? Oh, okay. I'm about to say, y'all know how I am about that. Yeah, so that call, let's shoot for if you're able to do it, not this Monday, but next Monday, because like I said, Deb is supposed to come and speak on Monday, so next Monday. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, and wow, I feel like I have so many wins as well. Number one being getting that guidebook damn near really done. And I like it. It's so cute to me. I don't know about y'all, but I ended up yesterday putting like these little pictures on there to where it's like a little Zoom meeting picture and then a different ones, like a little for the self-image one, it's like a person transforming. I was like, this is free. So somebody say something.
No, I was just gonna say the screenshots of snap of you showing, they actually helped me because I was like, what is she talking about? And then I slide down and I was like, oh, that's what you meant. Okay. And I started to go, so that was awesome. I'm a very visual person. I loved it.
Yeah, so I got the words and I got the visuals on there. And then another thing is getting solidified on this plan with this speaking engagement that I have on my very first speaking engagement on the 19th, which is my actual goal. My goal is coming into fruition, y'all. The work works. It works if you work it, y'all. It works if you work it. And I'm not gonna lie, this week has been extremely eventful, but I'm extremely proud of myself for not wavering and listening to myself and deciding to focus, because there was one point in my life where things that would happen, I would allow them to shake me. But I knew that everything that was happening this week was happening for a reason, for everything to come into fruition the way that it's meant to come into fruition. And like somebody else in this community said, it feels like a cleanse. it feels like a cleanse. So those are my wins. I'm pretty sure I have more, but those are the ones I'm gonna highlight. Marsha.
And I don't know what's going on with my phone. I tap it and the thing come up, sometimes it don't. Well, I forgot to even tell y'all while we were doing the check-in, but um Brianna had rolled up on me because y'all, I missed a couple of meetings. And she liked to come like Debo on that beach cruise, like, where you at? What's going on? And so anyway, prior to me coming to LA, me and Brianna had this conversation, and she was talking about visualization and visualizing yourself back in Atlanta, visualizing yourself, all of these things before I came. And so in the mornings, a lot of times when I'm in the car, I listen to Sarah Jakes Roberts. I don't know if some of you guys know who she is, but she had this sermon called The Undoing. And I listened to it about 4 times because I was just like, whoa, when she talked. But one of my prayers was there was a job I had been on hold for in Atlanta. I had worked and we were waiting for the contract to go through. The contract was supposed to go through in December and it never went through. And so it had gotten to the point where I was like, well, I'm going to have to go ahead and find something else to do because I can't continue to wait, any longer. And so this particular day I was in the car and I was driving to go meet my mom. And I was having a prayer session. I'm talking about, when I tell y'all I was praying so hard and so deep, I mean, tears, everything. Literally the next day, my supervisor called and was like, the contract went through. Literally the next day at 10 a.m., he called and was like, the contract went through and I start work July 1st. Wow. So that is why I have to be gone.
Wow. Oh yeah, you out of there.
I forgot to tell y'all that, but yeah, he literally called and he was like, hey, Marshallette. He was like, the contract finally went through. And I was like, what? And the reason I was like, what, is because that was literally one of the things that was in that prayer. When I tell you, I was praying so hard, and the way I talk is how I talk to God. I'd be like, God, what's going on? What's up? I don't understand. Like, the way I talk to my friends, how I talk to God. I'd be like, God, you got to give me, like, tell a sister something. This is like the conversations that I have. And I was just like, I was like, this is where I want to be. This is where I want to be planted. And lo and behold, the next day at 10 a.m., he called.
Wow. Wow. And you there, July 1st.
He said July 1st. And so that's why I was saying, Samantha, I thank you for saying, like, to make sure you keep that on everybody's forefront. And that's what I've been doing. I was like, I got to leave. I got to start work. So y'all know y'all got to come in here, figure it out, you know. And then my last thing, I just want to say, oh my God, Samantha, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. I understand what that feels like. When I lost 86 pounds before, I was looking in that mirror like, but I'm so proud of you. I totally commend you. I get excited. I'm so excited for you. And that was my win, you guys.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Crystal?
I'm never going to get that image out of my head now of Bree being Debo. That's hilarious. But anyway, so my win, so yesterday ended up being a busy day and I fell out of phase 2 and out of my self-promise. Usually in the past, I wouldn't have recognized like that I'm kind of letting that defeat me. And I recognized that last night. And what kind of clicked for me is like Bree, when you said before, like when you have a structure and a routine, anything that's off from that is going to trigger you to think, okay, something's out of alignment. And you're going to be able to easier like get back on your path. And so I didn't let it defeat me yesterday. Like I got on a 1-to-1 call with Bree and the first thing I said is I'm pissed at myself. And she's like, well, you said that with some conviction, but let's back up. And I was like, But by the end of the day, I had sat down to watch TV, which by the way, I never watch TV. So I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am this is like nothingness. Like this doesn't benefit me in any way. I don't watch TV. And instead, I found myself shutting off the TV, going in my room, sitting down with I started reading Ask It and Is Given, and like realigning with what I've been doing for the past 30 days, which is personal development. And then really sitting down and like revamping my personal image based on the call that I had with Bree yesterday, and just sticking to it. Like it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm not doing this for anybody but me. And so for me, that was my win.
That's huge. But you know, as you were talking, you know what I realized, Crystal, that's crazy? What a fucking coincidence. Y'all excuse my language. I'm trying to stop cussing, but I've been saying that for 4 years now. That one-on-one call was on the same day you fell off, and that wasn't planned. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. Wow. But I'm extremely proud of you. That's a huge win, because I remember what it felt like to fall off of something and then beat myself up to the point where I was off for months and couldn't get myself back in. So that is a huge win, and that's something you'll be able to take with you for the rest of your life. There's no reason to beat yourself up. There's literally none. That I remember, I don't know if it's in the 4 agreements where it talks about we punish ourselves and people punish us way more times than is needed. I can't remember exactly what it says, but something happens and it's just punishment. Like, we got to get rid of that paradigm of we need to be punished for falling short. So that happened so that you could be able to experience that. I love that. Well, that's one of the reasons, it seems. I love it. Sydney.
Good morning, y'all.
Morning.
So I just wanted to share a huge win from this week. So yesterday, I will let you know, I did not complete the promise to self intentionally. I woke up, I've been waking up at 4:27 every single day since I started telling myself what Miriam told me. I am a morning person. So I'm waking up at the same time every morning. But my energy was off yesterday. So, and what I have noticed by reading my body is when my energy is off, something good usually happens in that same day. So I immediately try to jump into meditation and prayer to say, okay, I'm ready, lay it on me, whatever good or positive is flowing into my life, let it happen, you know? So I decided to do meditation and prayer yesterday morning. And one thing, I'm going to jump back to last week. Last week, I had told my mom, I'm loving this gym that I'm going to. It's in alignment with my fun goal, which is boxing, getting in a boxing ring. And it's helping me with gains. It's helping me with everything. I'm going to have a franchise. I'm going to open up a franchise one day. And she laughed at me. And I was like, okay, Ma, I see you. And I was like, well, I kind of been talking to the owner of this location, and I was like, what are your goals? And she's like, I'm going to open up another one in a city over from us. And I was like, okay, well, when you have a position open or when you go and manage that store, I want to manage this one until I'm able to get my own franchise. And she just looked at me like she's not approached like that typically. She was like, whoa, okay, whatever, you know, you're just a member. You've been here since April 8th, but okay. And it was like, yeah, so when that opens up, let me know. She was like, well, it's summer here in Arizona. It's slow time because it's already hot outside. So nobody comes. We don't have positions. We've had the same team. We're not hiring. And I was like, okay, that's cool. So that was a conversation I had with the manager on Monday. And I went home after talking to her on, like, after my workout on Monday, and I wrote, that position is mine. I don't care. That position is mine. And I wrote it every single day for a few days. And just yesterday, she called me at like 9 a.m. Can you come interview for this manager position? And I was like, what happened? I was like, what happened? I don't know what happened. I don't care to know what happened. I said the position was mine. I wrote it down daily.
That's
My
crazy.
interview at 2:30, 2:38, and I was telling my guy, I was just telling him, I was like, dude, that position's mine. And he kept laughing at me. And you know what? I want this to be a lesson of, if someone laughs at your dreams, let them laugh and just send them love and light. Say a prayer for them. Keep going for it, please, because I took it as like, okay. And by 2:38 p.m., I walked out, I called my guy and I was like, well, and he goes, shut up. And I go, I told you the position was mine. I said it, I wrote it down. I applied what I've been taught in this short amount of time and I made it mine. It's just crazy. And it's in perfect alignment. I do need to milk the job to make sure that I'm able to invest more into myself. So yeah, that is my big win. I just had to share. I love you guys. I see ya.
Can y'all still hear me? Okay, that is a very big intentional win. And you know what, Sydney? I'm right there to hell with you. When you have, y'all, when you have a vision, when you know exactly what you want and you are adamant about it, especially when it's big, you are going to be misunderstood in so many freaking ways. And I'm in a place where I'm misunderstood and I don't give a damn. Sydney, I love your determination. I resonate with your determination when you say, this is what the hell I'm going to do and I'm going to make it freaking happen. You can laugh at it, whatever the hell you want to do, but you made it happen. You made it happen. Don't you never let anybody ever take you off your path. Like, I love that.
I have to say thank you, Bree, because just 2 months ago, it was like, it's fitness. I'm not jumping into a call center again. That's not me. And my parents were kind of doubting me. And I'm like, how are you doubting me? They're doubting me because of my decision with a divorce. And they love my baby daddy, but I'm doing what's best for me these days. And it was you that was carrying. I would just, I had you on my favorites on Instagram just to carry me through those times when my dad would tell me I was worthless. What are you worth? Because you're not doing anything except for silly workout videos on Instagram. And I was like, I'm transforming my DNA, excuse me, like I would give him attitude and stuff, but just being here, I have learned to apply myself and push past what I was even like, I was just wandering aimlessly, and to be able to find my vision in less than a month and to be able to start demanding things and, like through the power of prayer and meditation and just keeping focused on my fun goal, because I feel like I missed out on a lot. I'm not that anymore. I'm super proud of who I am. And I will tell you, I was ready during the interview. I took my self-image. Should they ask who I am? I was going to read my self-image. I was like, ask me. Go ahead and ask me. So anyways, I got to say thank you. I'm sorry for the tears. I don't mean to cry.
Girl,
I cried enough.
Do not, please, y'all, stop apologizing for crying. That is normal. That is normal. I was sobbing that day with Alyssa, and look, we're gonna go to we're gonna do Evelyn and Shaki, and then we're gonna wrap this up. But I want to say something, y'all. This week, right, has been full of people misunderstanding me, and misunderstanding my energy, misunderstanding my messages, even down to when Alyssa joined the community, right? When God gives you a vision, there is no explanation that needs to be had with other people. I saw this post before that said it wasn't a conference call. I had I had the message that I got from God with Alyssa, And I went in the community and did everything that I did. And people were like, you need to delete this, you need to delete that. You're making a bad impression. You're going to scare that girl away. I'm like, what the hell are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? People reaching out to me, stop calling her that girl in the wheelchair. You're degrading her. And I'm like, I don't have to explain anything to any of y'all, because anybody that knows me knows I'm not coming from a bad place. And I know the message that I got. And it's the same thing with everybody in here. When you have a vision, you don't have to explain anything to anybody. Nothing. And you saying that made me feel like I need to get back on Instagram, because I wonder who else is looking for my videos on it. I logged off because I have the speaking engagement to focus on, and I didn't want anything taken away from that opportunity and my focus on that. But just hearing that from you was like, I wonder who else has me tapped in, and now I'm not posting on there and I'm over on YouTube. So yeah. Iwalani.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, what's good, everybody? Yes, what's up? I'm over here in Cali, 6:30 in the morning. You know, I had to change my schedule to get on these calls. You feel me? So I started waking up like an hour earlier to get my writing in. And you know, it was a challenge the first few days, but man, it's feeling good now. And I just want to say that thank you so much for everybody sharing your stories, your vulnerability, sending your tears. It's so inspiring to hear the challenges that where you came from and where you at and where you're going. It's so inspiring. And I think I told you this earlier this week, Sydney. I was inspired by your running, and I ran for the first time this week on the treadmill, girl. I ran for the first time in years. I mean, like years, because you know, just to go a little into my story, I had a breast reduction surgery last year, and that was a major surgery. And I've also been struggling with knee and joint issues.
Let's fix that now.
What's that?
You said I've been struggling with.
Thank you. See, I didn't even catch it. I didn't even catch it. My knee had been hurting in the past, and I've been working through it. And I've been working through it, and it's been painful. And you know, it was painful. I'm just being honest. It was painful. My knee was hurting, and but now it's not hurting. And so what I'm saying is that I'm just looking at where I was before I was in this community. I was in pain. I was miserable, and that I'm not feeling like that. I'm feeling so much lighter because I'm sticking to my routine. And this is part of my win I want to share. I've been sticking to my routine. I've been getting out of my comfort zone with my fitness, so much to the point where now I'm at a point where I feel better. I'm not in the struggle. I'm not in like the, oh God, this hurts. Oh my God, my knee. Oh my God, I can't do anything. You know, I'm past that now. And to be so close to where I was and now I'm not, it's like when you feel that difference, it's incredible. I'm just like, oh my gosh, where I was just 2 months ago and where I'm now, just based on these few things, these small changes I made in my life, are life changing. And I ran for 5 minutes on the treadmill. And for me, that was huge. Like that was a huge win this week, because I was like, oh my God, I'm running. Oh my God, my knee is not hurting. Oh my God, my legs feeling stronger. Oh my God, I'm still running. I still have energy. And this has all been something I incorporated in my self-image. It was like, I have strength and stamina to sustain my high energy career. Because let me tell you, after my last gig a month ago, my knee, like I couldn't even bend it fully. But I stayed on my routine, stayed going to the gym, started implementing more strengthening activities for my legs, just pushing past that discomfort. And now I'm like, whoa, okay, let's go. You got to lean into that discomfort to get through it. Because what I was doing, I was retreating from the discomfort. I was like, oh, I can't run because my knee. Oh, I can't do this because my knee. I was like, oh no, you know, you get into the knee. Let's put some love into the knee, put some energy into the knee. And now it's healing. And I just looked up into the spiritual meaning of ailments and, you know, things that we struggle with our body. And I know that knees and feet have to do with you being on your path in life and walking in your purpose, walking in your true direction. And I was having all these problems with my knees and my feet because I wasn't clear on my vision and my path. once I got clear of my vision, my path, all these knees and feet and ankle walking positions are starting to align. And I'm just so thankful for showing up for myself again.
Wow. Iwalani. Holy smokes. Wow. And then you also said your knee is healing. It's already healed. Something doesn't have to be healing if it's already healed. It's already
healed. My knee is
It's
healed.
You're on your path. There's nothing.
I'm on my path.
Yeah, you're on your path. It's healed.
Yeah.
It's healed. It's healed. Awesome, y'all. That's beautiful. Ooh, these wins get me pumped up, boy. Shaki, last one.
Oh, I just love everybody's wins so much. And Sydney, oh my God, I felt you. I felt your intention so hard. But my win is that on Wednesday, I didn't attend the call because I had to go into office for the first time and it was really good. But then I came back and I was watching a YouTube video and all of a sudden your video popped up, that call from Wednesday morning. And, you know, I watched your video with Kayla like couple of months ago, and that was one of the reasons I joined, because I saw her transformation in that video and the way she talked about her experience with you. So I was like, wow, this is so cool. And I feel like but I knew her. But you know, when Angie read that chapter on purpose, and I had an epiphany of what I needed to do and what I'm supposed to be doing for my purpose on this earth. And I just found out, and I was just like, it doesn't matter what's gonna happen. And I was talking with a friend about it, and they're like, oh, you have to sacrifice certain things like money. And I was like thinking no. And then right immediately after that, you had said your purpose gives you life. It doesn't necessarily have to give you money, bring income, right? And I was like, this is exactly what I was thinking. And what I found out is that I studied medical oncology, and I saw different cultures. I traveled around the world where I saw so many people being treated different way and healing in a different way. Whereas in America, there's like more towards medicine and healing with medicine. But there's so many different cultures and society and community that are either very like vulnerable, like incarcerated people or undocumented immigrants, Palestinians in Israel. And I want to write books, and I want to be able to provide practices to healing. And that's what I want to do. And I just got that purpose, you know, video. And I was just like, I didn't even go search for your video that day. It just popped up in my YouTube for a reason.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a huge realization. I literally was like in tears.
Wow, Shaki, that is big. That is big, Shaki.
First time when I called, I said hopefully, and you were like, hopefully? Do you want to say that word? And you know, right now I'm just like, no, it's not a hopefully, it is happening.
Guys, this is, there's like magic in here. God's magical energy is all throughout this freaking community. And to be able to see y'all winning the way that you are, holy freaking smokes. This is beautiful. And man, that is so big to find your purpose. And for Angie to pick that chapter out of all chapters. Chapter 14, Angie.
You read it so beautifully, Angie.
I want to say something real quick about that too. When I picked that book up, my brain did what it always used to do. We have to start with chapter 1. We haven't read chapter 1. And now today said we can start wherever we want to start. Let me look at the table of contents. And I'm looking, and I had an idea in the back of my head about identity or something like that. And I saw purpose, and I said, wow, we're going to do this chapter. And again, that voice was like 14. And I said, yeah, 14. And I'm glad I didn't let myself slip back into my old me that really wanted to start with chapter 1 because it was chapter 1. That was the only reason. But now, the way that I am now, I'm listening to more than some rules that were given to me in the world. And that's how chapter 14, I am so proud of myself for that. That's my win. Yeah.
Girl, don't get me in that. Lord have mercy. Have me in here shouting. These folks gonna be like, what is going on in there? Because yes, that's the stuff right there, Angie. Not having to do everything the way that we've been taught. When you have those creative ideas, y'all act on them. There's a reason that's God trying to express itself through you. Whatever you resonate, higher power, God, universe, divine, higher self, you expressing you through you. I don't give a damn what you, but act on those creative ideas immediately. There's no time. Don't waste any freaking time. There's like your intuition is first, and then doubts, fears, insecurities. That's second. All of those voices that come after God told you to move, that ain't nothing but the society paradigm, family paradigms, all of those different things. Yes, Angie. And every last person on here, I want you to always listen to yourself. And I'll let you know how, and I meant to make a post on this. If it's moving you toward your goal, it's right. If it moves you away from your goal, it's wrong, period. If you have a sense that's moving you toward your goal, it's right. If you have a thought where you're like, I don't know if I should do that, if it's moving you away from your goal, most likely it's wrong. So act on the ones that feel right and head you in the right direction. Ooh-wee. All right, y'all. What a powerful call. There's so much magic happening in here. Lord have mercy. Y'all are some beautiful people. Lord. Wow. Okay, y'all. Okay. Okay. All right. Wow. I love these thoughts. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. I swear. I will see y'all Monday morning. And if you have any questions, then I'll have them answered. We have somebody coming to speak on Monday, so I'll see you there. Tina,
thank you.
All right, y'all. Hey, girl. All right, y'all. We out. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.